the first to know in Nsem-Pii TV.
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia etimi akopie mu ewo Eastern Region minina NPP amanekuo no abato a etimi ekɔɔso no aseda a oguso a odeda nhananom ne NPP delegate a etimi eto aba edema ono Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na eno na okopie mu ewo Eastern Region no video no ewa ha na ase ayefe asan aye nika onam kwa so a okọ no na kwahu ade se obehwe a nipa atimi abochenku etimi ewo kwan mu na eno na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia etimi ejina na ojina no na osi fom na ohun se eye teacher trainees na etimi ababebo dumping ewo kwani na ene one crown pese obema Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia etu ne nan mpo no atimi akọ nani wo nyina be bam no ene wo chante Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia abega Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na afi Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia pra etimi agenensa ni nyina eye appreciation a o show ede atre Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na etre se sene John Dramani Mahama did two just licensure exams no obetini atwam no ono kra akopie mu ewo Eastern Region eto no enya ade se teacher training for etimi etudi na teacher but Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia atimi kopie mu ona busuafo na enya asem kotoa ene Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia kra afedu babi na anije na abro so te se ono nso etimi eba ma omo because it was odi ayenko na ayenko hwe video no ebra teacher trainees etimi stop it Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ewo kwahu.
And I have a particular shop that I buy it in. It used to be $30. The last time I went, it was $85. So I didn't buy it. I'm still using the old one. So I'm just telling you, the world has gone through turmoil. Of course. And we have been through turmoil. We understand that. But we need somebody with a steady hand and a lot of people who can look leaders in the eye and tell them home truths. Because I'm a patriot and a servant of the party. And once the party has decided on him as the candidate, I'm duty bound to support him.
To support and to help. Well, Sel, listening to us in Hachu, Sel says that the man is truthful. Kwabene J. Japan is actually saying and spitting the facts. His level of honesty, Bola, is what we expect to see in most politicians. Kudos to him. But also, I want to know from him, has Dr. Bawumia told him, since they are friends, that he will consider him to be a running mate?
We haven't discussed that.
Oh, you have not discussed that?
We haven't. I mean,
would you want it?
I think
if Dr. Bawumia, your good friend, should ask you, the Kwabena, look, I want to pick somebody from your home region.
If you are a servant of this party and you are a patriot and you've dedicated yourself to the country, I'm very passionate about the transformation of this country. It's not about me, but anybody who can help or I can help to transform the country. And if you looked at my 6-point plan, there are some very drastic measures that I talked about. And I said to him, in one of our discussions, I hope you pick maybe at least 3. He
from your 6 points. You told him.
If you pick 3, I'll be happy. But I wish that you pick all the 6.
Wow.
Because I want to see government downsized drastically. 19 ministers, 19 deputies.
Oh, you want 19 ministers?
19 deputies, 38 plus the 16 regional, 54. A country of 31 million people. We can do that. But that is his decision.
What did he say when you told him that?
As usual, he smiled at me. He smiled at me.
Is it doable?
It's doable. I mean, you can consolidate a lot of the ministries. I think fisheries should go back to agriculture. I think youth and sports, the natural home is education. Water resources should be back at works and housing. Railways and aviation should be back at transport. There are many. And I don't think there should be a ministry of chieftaincy. It used to be a...
there shouldn't be a ministry of...
No.
Asamoah Boateng will not be happy with you. Maybe
it hasn't got anything to do with
him. But you think the portfolio...
I'm talking about the structure of our
government. But he's now the current minister.
It doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't matter. When I did my 19...
Chieftaincy is not part.
No, chieftaincy is at the presidency. It's the secretariat. It used to be at the presidency many years ago. And I think it can go there. So you can realign a lot of the ministries and get your 19. Get your 19. And I don't think anyone needs more than 2 deputies. Maybe finance.
Well, as we wrap it all up, Kwabena, and we'll come to the mystery question.
I want to. Those who, sometimes in Ghana, we misconstrue things. When I correct historical wrongs that are being peddled about, people misconstrue that to be an attack. I don't attack people. All my interviews are on YouTube.
You're a gentleman.
I don't attack people.
It's true.
But if you try to misrepresent history, I would have to correct it.
Your principle.
And that's all that there is. So when people say I attack Dr. Bawumia, it's not true, and I'm sure he knows that. The question put to me that if he doesn't become the candidate, then it means we have used him and dumped him, and that we don't like nothingness. And I said to the questioner, the journalist, that you are fourth estate of the realm. I don't like politics organized around tribe or religion. I'm a detribalized Ghanaian. And that I'm sure Dr. Bawumia knows that the MPP has been good to him. And I went to get everybody the genesis of how he got in, how we had to waive the 5-year plan, the 5-year clause for him and all that. And he's become the running mate for 2 terms. So he's gained experience and become the vice president. 16 years is a generation.
So he's earned it.
Yes, people are creating the impression that I said he's not even a member. It's not true. I had never said that. I said at the point that he came in, he was not. But it's been 16
years.
Solid years.
So now he's earned it. Well, let's move in. Poku, listening to us via Ultimate FM in Kumasi, says, impressed with Kwabena J. Japan. Bola, ask him again if he's actually, tapped to become the running mate.
Why are you, the media, interested in always creating a circus?
Well, people are saying that the home region Ashanti.
No, I think the media is feeding fat of it. They are feeding fat after the presidential campaign.
Will you accept the Kwabena if you are invited to do that?
Of course. I mean, that would be an honor.
Of course.
Number 2 in the country.
Of course.
If you are a patriot like myself, and I want to see the transformation of our country, I'll give it all my best shot.
All right.
So that one, there's no question
about that.
But let's not put pressure on him.
That's right.
And then people are campaigning as if it's a contest. It is his sole prerogative. He knows what he's about. And I think he'll be able to make a good choice for the country, for the party.
Well said. So AC sending in this one, listen to us on Empire FM, says, Bola, ask him, is he impressed with our fight against corruption? The special prosecutor says the system is actively fighting against his work to stem corruption. Took aim at the judiciary and the political elite. What does he make of this?
I was a bit surprised at his shot at the judiciary especially.
You were?
Yes, because you see, you're a lawyer yourself. You go to court, and when the judgment or the decision doesn't go your way, I mean, everybody gets disappointed with judiciary decisions because it has to go one way or the other. Otherwise, then don't go to court. But I think all of us have a big role to play in this fight against corruption. And I believe it's all about demonstrating to the Ghanaian people a strong penalty regime, that there will be zero tolerance for improper and inappropriate behavior. That is something that I'm passionate about. So, but again, we don't like all these throwing rumors, what I call slash and burn. Let's destroy people by repeating rumors and repeating rumors, and lying about people. I think that we've got to be very careful on some of these matters. And in my view, our government lost a little bit of the push when they came, and there were certain key things that they didn't take a look at. For instance, I'm a civil engineer. There's no way that Terminal 3 cost the figure they bandied about. That can build you 3.
You doubt that?
I'm telling you. So public procurement is killing this country. The kinds of rates that we contracted before we came into office, that's what has given us this big energy debt. And so, if I was in the president's shoes, you review that seriously. And
Terminal 3,
Yeah.
you want the president to review that?
Oh, no. I'm saying
Until
at the
by the
time.
time,
At
okay.
the time.
Right. How can you go to-
Look at Saglemi.
Saglemi Housing, yeah.
Why do you... And again, it's not only the politicians you blame. This one, I blame my own technical people, because they are technocrats at the ministry. Why would you advise the minister to put, 5,000 units there, unless it's part of a grand scheme to create some new business activity there?
You don't see any...
How are you even going to commute? Is there some transit arrangements that have been designed? And there are many spaces in Accra. I talked about the regeneration of the urban space. Right now, people are traveling from Ebri, from Oyibi, and there are spaces in Accra. The police depots, big space in Accra.
You could have done that.
Why?
Right.
So it's not only the politicians that should accept the blame. My colleague engineers, architects,
Right.
who are supposed to be the technical backstoppers for these ministers.
And what about civil society? Are you also happy with their focusing now?
I've been speaking to some recently. I'm not happy because they are not proffering solutions. People just love criticizing. And I did something. I spoke to some few professionals outside. I put them together. And I said, look, if you were the finance minister, give me 4 simple, implementable actions that you think can steer the ship back on course. No response.
No response.
No response.
Well,
so all I'm trying to say is it's easy to talk.
Sit
Talk
behind
is
the
cheap. I think government too didn't, I would say they could have explored consultation better. For instance, with this trade thing, it's a laudable idea because we want import substitution. We want to be able to produce what we consume. But you've got to sit with the poultry farmers. You've got to sit with the rice producers. What is our capacity?
So you think it wasn't handled properly in the way
I don't
they could
know.
have
I don't
some
know
engagement?
I don't know the level.
Okay.
But the amount of resistance that is coming up, it suggests
You're
to
worried.
me that people are not aware of the discussions. Because if you had sat them through it and had a very deep, holistic discussion
Right.
about what you were doing. For instance, I hear cars are part of the 22. What cars are we talking about here? What cars do we produce? And what is our capacity?
Well, electric vehicles, they said that.
Yeah, so those are things that you need to engage the AGI. You need to engage GUTA.
Go ahead.
And all the stakeholders.
Well,
engage them.
You are the first this year. When the show got back, for us to go beyond 1 hour 30 minutes. So that should tell you how heated this has been and how important it is as well in all the work. But as we get to bring down the curtains, I want to know from you. We have spent $58 million so far on the National Cathedral. Is that prudent use of funds, Kwabena Japan?
In fact, when the president first talked about it, I thought it was a private venture for all of us Christians. And I'm prepared to make my contribution because in my church, I'm contributing to the rehabilitation of the church. And considering the economic situation, I think he should have made it a private sector thing and called on all of us Christians that we don't have a national, our brothers, the Muslims, have a national mosque. So we also deserve a national cathedral. Although at the time, the location, because of my emotional